Greetings, fellow gamers. Welcome to my Let's Play Shadowrun Dragonfall Director's Cut, Part 13. I'm gonna put on the music again. Here we're gonna check out the whole Gesundbrunnen U-Bahn station. See that? I'm gonna ask an odd merchant first.
Hello there, newcomer. I have many exciting and rare weapons for you to pursue. Instruments of death and the sort you'll not find anywhere else in Berlin. Care to take a look around?
Despite the shopkeeper's claim, her inventory looks decidedly poor. Most of these weapons appear rusty and in ill repair. A particularly clubbed together pistol stands out from the bunch. Sure, let's see what you have. No, this is crap.
See anything you like?
I don't know. Well, what's up with that shoddy looking pistol?
Exquisite, isn't it not? The work of a master craftsman who used to live here. Forged some of the finest slug throwers you'll find this side of the Atlantic. And at that price, a steal.
It looks like some of those parts are hot glued together.
As I said, the work of a master craftsman. A weapon made by any others would simply break after being fired.
I don't know. Doesn't seem like there's much here that would interest me.
Well, it's been lean picking lately around these parts, and on top of that, there's the militia. They need most of the best pieces to help keep us safe. Still, I've got some reliable weapons for home defense.
I'll be going now. Thanks. Let's have a look on here. Great. The picture has been nicely opened. There's a partial torn shipping label on its side. Most of the ink was worn off, but the word Kreuzbazar is still clearly visible. Huh. Okay, let's intimidate him. Hi there, stranger. I got a sale on today. You interested in some rations, salvage, some home remedies? There's a crate behind your shop that looks like it was marked for delivery to the Kreuzbazar. You wouldn't happen to know about that, would you? The troll rolls around nervously. Nope. I don't know anything about crates. You're lying. Spill it before I spill you. He takes a step back, managing to appear small despite his hulking troll frame. Please, no, don't hurt me. I'm sorry. I just... Okay, look. Yeah, the ramen guys that came by yesterday asked me to move the rest of these medical supplies, then they disappeared. I don't know where they went. I mean, I gotta make a living, right? Look around here. They leave me this kind of score. I'm grateful. Already sold most of it in less than a day. Plenty of folks around here in need of rare medical supplies. Alright, I told you what I know. So we're cool, right? Don't know anything else. Oh, I'm honestly missing etiquette gang, do I? This time I would rather load the old game and cheat. But I don't. Hate to break it to you, but those supplies were stolen from another Keats. My Keats. That means that money you've been making belongs to me. Hey, come on. I didn't steal that stuff. I'm just trying to get by here. Fight or ignore? Fight, ignore, fight, ignore, fight, ignore. Toss of a coin could decide that. I'm not sure. I'm lazy. Alright, I'm going to let you go, but I'd be more careful in the future if I were you. I don't know if that was the right decision. Can I redecide? I'm not sure. What's that? The screen. Behind the counter. Ah. And I got to get a crucial clue. The militia captain stands at alert, her eyes tracking slowly across the market before coming to rest on you. Guten Tag. I'm looking for a gang called Rabengeister. Ever heard of them?
No,
She frowns slightly.
and I wouldn't suggest asking questions about such things around here.
I am. The militia captain stands at alert, her eyes tracking slowly across the market before coming to rest on you.
Guten Tag.
You look like you keep a close eye on the streets. Have you seen a shipment of weapons pass through here recently? I can ask, but I know they are in cahoots with the Rabengeister. It's clear to see.
No, I wouldn't have noticed that.
Yeah, they're all blind and deaf and mute. So what's left to do? What's left to do? Crates don't seem to be part of the shipment that was en route to Kreuz Bazaar. Sadly. Scuff marks. Okay, let's have a look. You notice a set of scuff marks on the ground as if something heavy was dragged across there. The marks vanish into the wall. So, inspect the nearby wall more closely. You find a small seam in the wall that suggests there might be a passageway hidden in the wall, but you can spot no clear mechanism for opening it. Maybe Igor can kick it in. Really? Maybe we should ask around. This looks like the place, so I'm sure someone might spill the beans. For now, let's walk away and find a different solution. Less violence involving. This area is in extreme disrepair. Water is flooding out of the walls and stagnating in pools on the tile floor, and you can smell mildew. Walk away from the dirt. This appears to be an U-Bahn information terminal. Judging by the system's design and current condition, it is quite old. As you approach, the machine makes a series of sputtering sounds and dust-covered screen flickers dimly to light. No, I'm not going to read everything that the machine says, really. Especially not a stupid machine. It's not very important, yes. Yeah, the history of the terminal, of Gesundbrunnen station. Oh, really? Built in 1930. By whom? Not by him. Oh. By one and only. Rabengeister? Let's see. No. Fizzle prep? Oh, I have no idea. How? I cannot know. So let's, I would say, kick it in, save, and kick it in. Yeah. Come on. Now where are we? In the heart of the Schatten nest. There's our friend. This is the same man you met in the market, but the friendliness is gone from his face. In his place is a cold, unwavering gaze. You shouldn't have Stuck to the market, stranger. If the Rabengeister finished to be found, we'd open a fucking cafe. Now, what do you want of us? Say your pride. Say your piece. I'm from the Kreuzbazaar. You stole a shipment of supplies bound for our keys, and we want it back. He stares you down for a long moment, then breaks into a chuckle. Guess we were a little careless on that one. I figure with Monica Schaefer gone, the Kreuzbazaar would be an easy score. So that's why you're here? We stole your surprise, now you want them back? That shipment belonged to us. I'm not leaving without it. Which I completely understand, stranger, believe me. But unfortunately, we need those supplies more than you do, so I will have to graciously decline your offer to relieve us of your property. This is communism. Can't let that stay. Where's our helicopter? I can see things are hard around here, Corin. But I have to look out for my own keys, and that shipment belongs to us. Not from where I'm standing. Oh, it's a matter of perspective then, huh? Look, there's no need for bloodshed, I'll tell you what. It seems like you know what it's like to look out for keys like this. It's not easy, right? We provide for these people a whole lot. That shipment keeps Gesundbrunnen from running hungry. Just a little while longer, it's our home. See, these are our people. I suspect you feel the same about Kreuzbazaar. So I'm prepared to let you leave. Just like that. Knowing our little secret here and everything. In return, all you need to do is walk away. Just walk away and forget this ever happened. Corin smiles. What do you think, stranger? I think in the flux, folks like us need to stick together. Yes. Yes. Let's get in cahoots too. Why stay strangers? Maybe we can come to an arrangement that can benefit both of our kids. I'm listening. No. You return our supplies, we send you a shipment of extra rations in exchange. We agree to a truce of sorts. I see. That's an interesting offer, friend. The rations on loan probably don't match the price of the weapons, but, well, food is in short supply around here. And this alliance, what do you propose? We agree to stay out of each other's way, and maybe we find opportunities to help each other out in the future. He pauses for a long moment, then cracks a smile. Very well. I suppose that's worth the price of a crate of guns. Your medical supplies are already mostly gone, I'm afraid, but the weapons shipment is still being held in a locker at Frankfurt Tor. I'll have it sent back to the Kreuzbazaar immediately. And you'll deliver those rations? Take the tunnel to the Kreuzbazaar and talk to Paul Amsel. He runs an import-export shop not far from the U-Bahn station. Tell him I sent you and he'll take care of the rest. Well, well. Corin looks thoughtful. Maybe things are looking up around here. I suppose friends and enemies both can be found in strange ways here in Flux. Glad we could have this talk, Corin. I'll be going now. You can see yourself out, he grins. Take care, stranger. Okay, is there anything to find? Nothing to pick up. Yeah, I lost, I was short on many dialogue options in this quest. And that's, I hope I can avoid that in the future. It's really, I don't know, it feels like I'm missing something. I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. It's a dialogue option withdrawal or something. I don't know how to name it. an insufficiency, maybe. It lowers my energy. Civilized half-orc is less energetic without much dialogue option. That's what I'm saying. I do that almost in every game, that I want to get the most dialogue options out of it. In D&D games, I mostly play the rogue or the bard in order to get most dialogue options. Back to Kreuzbazaar. The Kreuzbazaar. You emerge from the U-Bahn station and out onto the familiar streets of Kreuzbazaar. The energy here is stark contrast to the very slowly drowning mood of Gesundbrunn. The Kreuzberg is an island of hope, afloat still amidst the dangerous currents of the flux state, but it wouldn't take much for it to capsize. Capsize. I don't know that word. Sorry. Oh, new vocabularies. After this part of the Let's Play, I will look it up. It's time to find Gunari and tell him the news. Gunari, the gypsy. No, Romani, I don't know. Is there a difference? Or is one more is it more politically correct to say Romani instead of gypsy? Gypsy? I don't care. Gypsy, I don't care about gypsy. I don't care. We'll call him Paprika, huh? That shouldn't be insulting. Paprika is a healthy vegetable. What's wrong with that? Everybody likes paprika, so let's call him Paprika instead of Romani or Gypsy. How about that? Welcome back. You need some weapons, some ammunition perhaps? I took care of that business with the Rabengeister. They wouldn't be hijacking our shipments anymore. Faint smile plays across the normal taciturn merchant's face. Yes, this much I know already. The missing shipment arrived just before you did, so I barely caught a glimpse of those who delivered it. How were you able to manage that? What? I thought you were a gypsy. You must know that. I made an arrangement with the leader, and they agreed to return the weapons. And you've accomplished all this through diplomacy? Interesting. It is not what I would have done, but perhaps that is for the best. Here is your payment as promised, and should you need any weapons, thanks to you, I have some new merchandise available. Would you like to take a look? Let's see what you got. New weapons. Yay! I've got money. He got weapons. Let's look for a rifle. Huh? SMG. Shotgun. Rifle. This is what we're looking for. And it's way too expensive. With a smart link. Without a smart link, it's also very expensive. And we can handle it because we don't have range combat 6. Such a pity. Such a pity. Can we gain it? Can we gain higher combat skill? Yeah, raising quickness first. It's a long way for us to gain rifle. No, range combat 6. It's nearly next to impossible. So at first, I'm not gonna bother with that. We're always gonna have this stupid weapon. Not fit for anything. But in order to get more dialogue options, rather I rather spend some points on decking. Well, not in this case not dialogue options, but options. I've got 2 left. Then we're gonna do throwing weapons for hand grenades. Very important. And leave 1 karma point for later. Very well. Now let's head to Dr. Esquivel. He's got a little job for us. And a very interesting job at that. Colleague, what's up? Welcome back. What can I do for you, my friend? I got your message. What do you want to discuss? Business. I have a job for you. I'm a little surprised that you want to hire me. We haven't always seen eye to eye. De nada. That's true, we haven't, but I'm confident that you're the right man for the job. Why? Your reputation. You get the job done. Yeah, but there are other runners out there with equally strong reputation, so again, why me? Why are you trying to talk yourself out of the job? He rubs the bridge of his nose between the thumb and the forefinger. I can see that you still don't get it, so I'll be blunt. You're the best in town at what you do, full stop, and I need the best, even if that means hiring you. I don't like you, and you don't like me, but that doesn't mean that I'm unwilling to use you in order to become spectacularly wealthy. Does that answer your question? Yes, that about covers it. Good. So let's get down to the brass tacks, shall we? Brass tacks? Back before I emigrated here from the native Spain. Hola! I worked in partnership with the Berlin-based R&D lab. The biotech that they were developing was very hush-hush, very cutting-edge. Our arrangement was that I would bankroll their research and that they in turn would provide me with unique merchandise to sell in my clinic. There's nothing worse than money-grabbing doctors. Go on. About 2 years ago, things went sour. My name was slandered, and the fickle mistress that is public perception turned against me. An ugly business, I assure you. Even talking about my fall from grace makes my stomach turn, and the injustice of it all is almost too much to bear. Madre mia. Yeah, let's investigate. Just how was your name slandered? What did they accuse you of? Besides, what didn't they? Theft, medical malpractice, the sale of stolen goods, other more colorful accusations that do not bear repeating. Oh, I want to know every detail of your activity. But that was then, and this is now. I came here to Berlin to escape all of that. Of course, I also moved here to be closer to the lab that I'd founded and the merchandise that I own. So let me guess, you want me to fetch your merchandise? Yes, and to find out what happened to the lab itself. The facility is locked down, you see, nearly impenetrable, and I have no idea why. I was packing to move to Berlin, all was well. 16 hours later, I arrived to discover the building locked tight, with my merchandise inside. The Turk Altu has been running surveillance on the site since I set up
Shadowrun. In that time, no one has entered and no one has left. Whatever went wrong in there, it must have killed the research team. I want you to find a way into the building, recover the cyber tech that they were developing, and find out what happened to the researchers. In that order. My accent adaptation to Spanish is improving, maybe. Can only improve. If your merchandise has been sitting in the building for 2 years, why didn't you approach Monica about this? Who says that I didn't? I had a, let us say, tumultuous friendship with your dear departed Monica. We had our ups and downs, you see, and on this subject she was most certainly down. That was her choice. I'm hoping that you will be savvy enough to not to make the same mistake. If the building has been abandoned, I'm surprised that lots it's sitting on hasn't been gobbled up by some corp or another. Don't be. Back when I was a wealthy man, before my legal troubles, I paid the lease for a decade in advance. And before you say anything, yes, it was a huge expense. But what's locked away inside of that lab is worth 10 times what I've spent on it. I don't want anyone laying claim to it but me. Alright, let's talk compensation. What's in it for me? I can't afford to pay you in New Year, but that's your own fault, by the way. And shut up of a good chunk of my revenue when you pulled that stunt down in the sewers. But what I can do is give you first crack at any biotech that you recover from this site and make it available to you at a discount. Can I not demand more discount on everything or something? This is top of the line that we're talking about, mind you. Better than anything else that I've got in stock. And because it's biotech, the essence loss from implanting it will be minimal. It's a win-win even for a shaman like you. So what's it going to be? Will you take the job or not? Alright, Doc, I'm in. Excellent. The facility you are looking for is a former laboratory of Sutherland Bioscience. Take the U-Bahn to Audenauer Platz and you're sure to find it. Best of luck. Okay. Next stop, Audenauer Platz. Does he have something new to say? Zach, welcome back, my friend. What can old Zach get you? What's the deal with the special concoction? That win? No, we already been there. No. I changed my mind. Toodles. Skibbity boo. Smeagol. Snurf. Timmy Kim weaves an awkward dance through scattered refuse. Two thin-legged wobble, but she keeps her footing throughout. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. We could all use a little sun down here. It's not literary sun, silly. It means tomorrow will be a better day. Monica used to say something like that. Oh. Monica was a hopeless optimist. See where it got her. When I was tired, when I was sad, when I only wanted to sleep, she would tell me that. She told me I would forget, that the pain would go away. Oh, that's enabling a junkie. Monica. I've lived many lives, but I've seen an orphan more times than anything. It was the first story I found when I needed to get away.
Anybody ever try to get you off of Sims?
But I need them. Monica understood that, and Zach says they're safe.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what I'd do without them. Without them, I dream. I don't want to dream. I don't want to remember.
Ah.
They help me forget. They help me to be strong and smart, and I never lose anyone. That makes it a good thing, right?
Yeah, but it's not real. Better be strong and smart in the real world.
I wish I could be.
So you like it here in this Kreuzbazaar? It's not the real world, why would she? It's the real world, why would she? Counterintuitive, to say that, something like that. Kim turns her head so as not to look you in the eyes. Her posture is that of someone who fears the possible repercussions of her answer.
It's good.
Yeah, you only say that.
I can get what I need from Zack Flash or Doc Xabier, and they let me pay however I can.
How can you pay? Tell me, that's a conundrum.
Monica was always nice, and Paul Amsel, and the angel is nice to me too, usually.
It's a statue. It's neither nice nor rude. It's just a statue.
I know Monica's gone now, but I can still stay, right?
Yeah. Just earn your keep.
I'll do whatever I have to. I have nowhere else to go.
Let's talk more another time. I will be in the mood to quench you for useful information.
Alright.
Der Weinkeller. Hello, 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 hello. Nothing here except one lucky strike. A young woman stands at the bar smoking a cigarette. You've seen her face before. Lucky Strike, one of the mercenaries from Monica's files. A plume and blue-gray smoke spills from the corner of her mouth as she turns her attention to you.
Hey!
The distinctive circle pattern tattoos that line her face shimmer and pulse with light.
You need something?
I don't believe that we've met. I'm Slick Flimsy.
Yeah, I know who you are.
She takes a drag from on her cigarette.
How you holding up, champ? I heard what happened to your boss.
It happens. Running the shadows is dangerous line of work. She smirks, then lets the smoke escape from the corner of her mouth.
Don't I know it? So, you need something? Or you just going to stand there staring?
Why'd you bring up Monica? Did you know her?
I met her a couple of times. Seemed nice enough.
She takes another drag on her cigarette.
But I mostly knew her by reputation. You can't live in a keep without hearing about the Queen of the Kreuzbazaar.
She pauses, then slowly lets the smoke escape through her nostrils. Can't say that. I was a fan. That's your prerogative, but then you didn't really know her.
That's true. But I do have eyes, and I can see what's been happening to the Kreuzbazaar since she got geeked. Whole place is falling apart, isn't it? And why do you think that is?
Monica helped a lot of people. Now that she's gone, she can't anymore. Simple.
The illustrious Frau Schäfer helped people, alright. She helped them so much that they couldn't make things work without her anymore. She made herself into the leader here, and guess what? In an anarchist system, there aren't supposed to be any leaders.
Lucky Strike taps out her cigarette and leans forward toward you, a predatory grin on her face.
You and your friends, you followed Monica too? Obeyed her orders without questions, right?
Not without questions, there were debates.
And at the end of those debates, Monica would put her foot down and you'd wind up doing whatever she said, right?
She smirks at you.
Don't bother answering. It was a rhetorical question. For such rabid anarchists, your friend seems awfully fully comfortable being in power. Kind of a contradiction in terms, don't you think? Yeah, anarchy necessarily is paradox. Deal with it. No, I don't, and I don't think that you know a damn thing about who Monica really was. She shrugs. Fair enough. You're probably right. I didn't know her like you do. I'm sure that she was a lovely person. All I really know is that your friend's death left a power vacuum, and that the Kreuzbazaar is less stable because of it. Troublemaker. She's a troublemaker. Nothing interesting here. A whole location with nothing else but one meaningless discussion. Let's talk to Lane. The troll without legs. Alexei Lane leans on his crutch while staring into the Berlin sky. Nothing moves above but grey clouds. This faraway look is only broken when you approach.
Something I can do for you?
I wanted to hear more about the war. Lane grumbles and massages phantom pain in his synthetic leg.
Damn it. Why won't the world just let an old soldier fade away like MacArthur promised?
Tell me about the Euro Wars.
Doubt there's much I could tell you that you wouldn't have learned in school. That you should have learned in school. Russians invaded. Hell, if I can remember why, well, it was more a mess back then than it is today, if you ask me. They attacked Poland and Finland first. Poland broke within months, opened the door into Germany. I think in reality that's not what's going to happen in the next years. Honestly, I don't think Putin gonna go buck wild. But maybe if Putin dies and gets replaced by a crazy president, that could happen. Okay, maybe. I had no contacts in Berlin back then, mind you. Can't really say how bad things were here. Had battles of my own to worry about.
You were military? Where did you serve?
Back home, with the Finnish Defense Force, Jäger
Brigade. Lane clenches and unclenches a fist, either out of repressed anger or more phantom pain. His weathered face betrays nothing.
The Russians thought to come at us from the north as well as the west, through the Lapland, thinking us weaker there. They thought wrong. And the snow was painted pink on both sides of the border.
Pink? Oh, thank God it wasn't painted yellow. Sorry, I won't bother you anymore about it.
Thank you. Anything else then?
Just checking in.
I appreciate the effort you're making, but you've got some big shoes to fill around here.
I just do what the job requires. No, Monica was important to this place.
You have no idea, but I imagine you soon will. Nothing stays secret for long in the F-State. The flux demands transparency. The truth will always get out, and the truth about Monica's death is now on the breeze, following through the streets of Berlin. Next come visitors and uncertain intent. Some may just be bottom feeders, sniffers after the leavings of the dead. Others will be hunters looking to exploit the leaderless tribe. You still think us leaderless? Your troll squints at you as if looking through a jeweler's loupe. Not sure yet. There are trying times ahead. I've seen it before, too many times before. Anything else you need?
Nothing, I'll be going. Okay. We could just now gather our forces and go off to Adenauerplatz, was it?
gonna save. Yeah, take some time. It must be strange for the normal peasant to see a group of highly armed and armored guys use the U-Bahn station, but for now such situations get skipped. We don't see it explicitly. Yeah, assemble a team and travel to Adenauer station to find Xabier's lab. Who do we need? Of course, Bliss, because we need Decker. Iga and Glory. Confirm. Right, black screen. Nothing interesting to see here. Lockdown. The ride to the Adenauer Platz is a dismal one. Your only company on the train is an elderly dwarf in a ragged pea-coat, and he spends most of his time muttering to himself. When the train rattles to a stop, he slowly rises from his perch and begins to hobble towards the doorway. The station itself isn't much different. An old broken-down thing at the end of its useful life, feebly tottering towards obsolescence. This area of Berlin has clearly seen better days. A window of light shines down from the surface, and even that looks stale. Slowly you begin to climb. Yeah. We're still only with the AK-87 and the acid bolt. Damage 4. Ooh. That'll show them. No nitro needed. Maybe something that increases quickness. Or another medkit. Just in case. Blitz, you can take a phosphorus grenade for ongoing fire damage to the enemies. You can take grenades too, but a Pomona trauma kit would be more important. Ah, no, Iga doesn't show weakness, have weakness. No, let's take a grenade instead. Glory is fully equipped. Trauma kit? He hasn't got a trauma kit and I can buy it. But yeah, I have one left. Okay, that's the trauma kit. Anything can happen. I mean, I don't know. This is almost a milk run. It's not very difficult if you do it right. They're not really boss class enemies. No. That's our target, Sutherland Bioscience. I wonder what happened in there. It might still be happening for all that we know. There's a cheerful thought. Come on, Chief, let's get this over with. Alright. Yeah, and we definitely need the Decker. Sutherland. If its name is Sutherland, why isn't it written in the Sutherland font? I don't understand that. Kind of would be too on the nose, or I don't know. This pile of trash is steaming. Fetid waves of stench wash over you as you draw near. Goddamn, that's rank. I'll stay back here, if you don't mind. I have better things to do than dig through a pile of decomposing trash. It might not be decomposition. That steam could be coming from the grate and vent under the pile. Yeah, well, I ain't touching it. Move the trash aside. No? The garbage pile was concealing a small HVAC vent. The steam that pulls from it smells much cleaner now. It isn't being filtered through a heap of filth. The dwarf might be able to fit inside the vent, but nothing larger. Send a drone. How about that? Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Drone, drone, drone. Aha. At the end of the duct you find a maintenance panel. It was designed with a big chunky handle suitable for drone operation. Open the hatch. Behind the hatch you find a great rat's nest of monofilament wires. Each wire snakes over and around the other to connect to a different endpoint. Thankfully, all of the endpoints are labeled. It doesn't take long to find the wire that governs the power locks for the building's front door. The drone can do that. Short circuit the front door lock. After a few seconds of fiddling with the wires, you are rewarded with a bright flash and wisp of oily blue smoke. The light next to the word lock status door F fizzles out. The street level door should be accessible now. Back away. Fine. Back. I thought. Either way, we would need the decker. And the other solution would have been to hack in here. Where? No, it's not an option anymore because we already solved the problem. But here would have been an access point to hack the door from outside. But now we can enter. And this is a lab. The lobby. What's behind? Doors, 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 and nothing else. This terminal governs the animal testing wing of Shadowrun Bioscience. Data entries concerning animal test subjects and the procedure performed upon them fill the menu screen. Oh, Jesus. Shadowrun Bioscience. Animal testing observation terminal. Hellhound testing protocols. Basilisk testing protocols. They were tested. Poor animals. No evil animals. This entry contains notes on a variety of invasive test procedures that were performed on the kennel of Hellhound test subjects. Whoa. There are several memos appended to the file. Apparently, the scientists working in the animal testing wing were less convinced that working with dangerous fire-breathing animals would yield useful results than the executives were. No, it's not really fun torturing animals. That demands certain psychological anomalies to enjoy animal torture, and that's rather on the psychopathic spectrum. The entry covers the various forms of experimentation and testing performed on Shadowrun's prized possession, a rare albino basilisk acquired from an exotic animal dealer in Portugal. Do basilisks actually exist in the real world? I'm not sure, really. It appears that the basilisk was being used as the primary focus of a passion project at Shadowrun. An attempt to create a magically active piece of bioware, why the executives in charge of the project felt that a basilisk would make an appropriate test subject is not clarified. Maybe just for fun? For psychopaths for fun? The list of procedures performed on the creature is extensive, including a series of anesthetized thoracic surgeries. Yikes. Probably we need key cards. We don't have yet. Huh? Okay, we climb down. And when we're down, I'm gonna end the 13th part. See you in the next part. And bye.